Well, I think the Chinese Navy has always been present. It's just that they stand in the background. I think even in the last incident, they were really also in the background. We've also had our own vessels a couple of times at least, participating, but they also stand back. So I don't think it's that. It's not yet that serious. Definitely, it's a concern, of course, because we don't know what they're thinking about this. They're always the point is that between us and them, they have been steadily increasing the number of vessels against our four, who are always the ones going to Ayungin Shoal. So, malinaw na yung any escalation in that area is not because of us, but really because of them.
Sir? No, ma'am.
So, what can you make out of the President's statement last Thursday? He said that the Philippines will have more responsive and proportionate response.
The countermeasures. Well, this is actually, countermeasures is actually a legally accepted term especially in international law on diplomatic relations. These are essentially responses to wrongful activities. Okay? So in that sense, he's simply declaring that the Philippines will not just take this sitting down. We will try to respond to this situation at sea and what's going on in Ayungin, but that doesn't. But it's not necessarily limited only to what is happening in Ayungin. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we were going to be entering into a fight. No? Countermeasures includes all possible diplomatic responses to any wrongful activity. So it can include everything from talking with your friends and allies to impose joint actions against that offending state, no? As well as taking legal actions if those are available, and any other actions that might be lawfully undertaken by a state, short of armed conflict actually. So it's not a signal that we will be heading into a fight. It's just a signal that we're not taking this sitting down.
That's what we've been doing all along. We've been fighting the protest.
Well, again,
sent our protest to the arbitration.
Yes. But again, diplomatic protest is only one of a range of actions. It also happens to be extremely necessary in this case because there has to be a record of what happened from our perspective as well as the legal position that we hold to as that arises. So even if we have to file 1,000 diplomatic protests, then we have to file 1,000. It's simply part of it's par for the course. So the thing here is that this means that it's not just diplomatic protests that we will be looking at now. We can also start looking at other means, other ways of responding to these acts of China.
Penalties kaya kasi ito ang based on this. Kapag nababiolate na po
What this will do, what the Maritime Zone Law will do, will clarify the extent of geographic jurisdiction, where certain laws will apply. Okay? We already have existing laws like Fisheries Code, Mining Act, things like that, which can also apply to the waters. But now what the Maritime Zone Act will do is clarify exactly up to where you can apply these laws. So for those kinds of activities that are already covered by existing law, you don't need anything new. You just now have clarification. You now have a clarity of mandate that you can actually implement it against activities taking place in whatever part of our seas. And for things that are not penalized specifically, then you have the fallback of the Maritime Zone Act itself through its penal provisions. That becomes your parang fallback penalty in case you find out that the act is not specifically dealt with in any existing law.
Attorney,
Alright, wait.
ma-resolve din po ba yung issue ng human smuggling, human trafficking, especially po doon sa southern backdoor natin?
Yeah, hopefully, because this again, like I said, this provides a fallback penalty just in case there are things that are still not covered. for human trafficking and smuggling, we already have existing immigration rules as well as criminal law for smuggling, no? But if there's anything else that is not covered by that, by all of these various laws, then we can rely probably on the Maritime Zone Act, no, in case we need to.